Well, I mean, here we are. It's the 2nd of April, and this should have been the third day of our second warm-up game against Worcester. But as you can see behind, it's an empty stadium. A bit of a sad sight, really. And obviously that's symptomatic of what's going on around the world at the moment. So no cricket at the moment. No cricket until at least the 28th of May. But an awful lot of work going on behind the scenes, both to make sure we are ready as and when cricket can be played, and also to make sure we're doing our bit to help the community and the people of Birmingham and the West Midlands. There's no further details at the moment. What we do know is that there is a commitment to say there'll be no cricket until the 28th of May. But there's a lot of work going on to develop a number of different schedules which would start at various stages through the summer. So one which would start in June, one in July, one in August, one even in September if we got that late in the season. And the idea being to prioritise certain competitions, so prioritising international cricket and particularly the test matches to try to get them played, prioritising the blast to make sure that we can get a decent blast season in, if at all possible. Obviously there's a discussion going on about the 100, whether it makes sense to go ahead with the 100 this year or defer that to 2021, as a lot of sports have done. And then obviously the championship, red ball cricket is so important to us, and we want to play as much red ball cricket as we can, but we'll just have to see how that shapes up over the course of the season. Well, I mean, the players were in La Manga on the pre-season training camp when obviously this all blew up. So we got them back as quickly as we could. From there, they then quarantined for 14 days, and now they're back at home, as is everybody on our staff who's following instructions from the government. They're at home. They're keeping fit. They're keeping healthy, and they're preparing for whatever cricket we can get played as soon as possible. But we're in very regular contact with them. Those that have got any injuries are in contact with our physio, and they're obviously getting advice online. But they've been pretty active in terms of supporting our members and doing their bit for the community engagement, and I've been really impressed by the effort so far. Well, at the moment, I think it's about us all pulling our weight and all doing what we can to support this unprecedented situation. I've been absolutely blown away by the response from all of the staff here at Edgbaston. We've had people volunteering with the NHS. We've had people giving blood. We've had people phoning around our members and our older ex-players. A lot of the staff, a lot of the players have been doing that. We've had people helping out with food banks, everybody doing their bit, as you would expect us to do as a really important part of the community. And as we speak, over in the car park, we've got a massive construction project going on because we offered Edgbaston Stadium to the NHS as part of the Birmingham Council civil contingency plans, and they've taken us up on our offer. And as we speak, there's a large mobile testing centre being constructed in the car park. That's specifically for NHS staff and other key workers, and we hope that'll be up and running by the weekend. And again, that's just all part of us doing what we can to help the community and help society as we work through this terrible crisis. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we would love to open up the stadium more and let people come in, whether it's, again, in terms of food banks or food distribution, but there's a limit to what we can do, obviously, because of all the social distancing. So what we've done is focus our efforts on supporting the NHS and getting this testing centre up and running, and my team here have done a fantastic job. Yeah, so look, I mean, financially, this has been a huge blow to all businesses. I mean, I don't know anybody that's been unaffected by this. To effectively have your business shut down almost overnight is something that we could never plan for. But our conference and events business has closed until the end of April, and we're just looking at May, and we'll probably follow suit with May as well, which is just the right thing to do with all of the government advice that we've had. And of course, if we don't play cricket, we don't get our main and most important source of revenue. So it's been tough. But the good news is, because we had such a good 2019, we had a record 2019 record revenues, and that money is in the bank. So the combination of that, the support that we're getting from ECB, the additional support that they've already committed, means that we can trade our way through this. So my message to the members is, it's going to be tough. We're cutting all the costs that we can. We're maintaining all the revenue streams that we can, but we'll do everything possible to make sure that we can trade through this, however long we're closed for. And then our focus is now coming strong out the other side, so that we can kickstart the process and get us up running and doing what we do best, which is putting on domestic and international cricket. Yeah, I mean, I feel for our members. We had some great pre-season events. We had the members' nets, which is always popular. We had a number of other events, all gearing up to the start of the season, and of course that's not happened. So I feel for our members in particular. They're our most loyal and our most valuable supporters. And we've had some very, very nice messages of support, wanting to check that the staff are okay, wanting to check that the players are okay, and some really strong messages of support from the members saying that they're with us as we manage through this process and try and get open as soon as we can, once we know what cricket is going to be played. So we want our members to be safe. As I mentioned earlier, that our current players have been terrific. They've been very keen to get on the phones and phone some of our older members to check they're okay, and that's been greatly appreciated. So all we can say at the moment is bear with us. As soon as we know what the schedule is likely to look like, we'll communicate that to you. And then obviously we can try to plan and structure some kind of season so we can get out here and watch and support the Bears.